You think it's your looks, your money, your smooth lines. But you're dead wrong. Every guy believes that attraction is about what you do for her. The gifts, the compliments, the grand gestures. But here's what no one tells you. Women don't fall for what you give them. They fall for how you make them feel about themselves when you're not even trying. I've talked to hundreds of women about this, asked them about the exact moment they knew they were falling. And their answers? They'll shock you. Today, I'm revealing the 8 psychological triggers that make women fall hard without them even realizing it's happening. And warning, some of these will completely flip everything you think you know about attraction. But first, hit subscribe and tell us in the comments, what's one thing you've been getting wrong without even realizing it? Number 1. He doesn't flinch when we show the mess. Here's something that will change how you see women forever. There's this moment, every woman has experienced it, where she lets her guard down just a little. Maybe she mentions her anxiety, her difficult past, the way she sometimes gets overwhelmed and disappears. Most men, they freeze. They change the subject. They give some generic, "you'll be okay" response because they're uncomfortable with her darkness. But the rare man who doesn't flinch, who stays present with her truth, that's when her walls start crumbling. Because she's not looking for you to fix her, she's scanning to see if you can handle the real her. I remember this one guy who responded to my vulnerability by saying, "I do that too." It used to scare people away. Not trying to fix me, not pitying me, just present. That moment, I didn't fall in love, but something inside me softened, and it never quite hardened again. See, what you don't realize is that women aren't testing you when they show vulnerability. They're protecting themselves, and your reaction tells them everything about whether you're safe to love. But that's nothing compared to what I'm about to show you next. Number 2, he makes her feel like herself, not who she has to be. This is it. This is the moment when women fall hard. Most women are shapeshifters by survival. We've spent years becoming the cool girl, the chill one, the never too much version of ourselves because being fully ourselves felt too risky. But then something happens. You do something so subtle that her nervous system goes, "Wait, I don't have to perform here." Maybe it's how you listen without judgment. Maybe it's that look you give her when she's makeup free, talking about her weird childhood obsessions, and you still act like she's the most captivating thing in the room. There was this guy. We were out with friends and I was being goofier than usual, voices, jokes, weird comments I'd normally censor. He leaned over and said, "You're kind of ridiculous." I love it. No eye roll. No suggestion to dial it down. Just pure acceptance. My entire body exhaled because I realized he wasn't falling for the girl I was performing. He was noticing the one I usually hide. Here's what most men miss. Attraction isn't about impressing her. It's about making her feel safe to stop impressing you. When she can finally stop performing around you, that's not just attraction. That's gravity. But there's another trigger that's even more powerful. Number 3. He speaks in integrity, not performance. We've heard it all before. I'm not like other guys. I don't play games. I just want something real. Maybe you mean it, but then your actions start glitching. You talk about honesty, but dodge questions. You say you're different, but handle conflict exactly like every emotionally unavailable man, by disappearing. Here's the brutal truth. We listen to your mouth, but we trust your pattern. And if the pattern doesn't match the pitch, we mentally clock out, even if we physically stay. I knew a guy who was the king of emotional vocabulary. Therapy language, green flag phrases, perfect on paper. But when tension arose, he didn't regulate, he reacted. When I needed clarity, he became vague. What makes us fall isn't what you say. It's when your soul matches your sentence. When you don't say, "I value honesty," you just are honest. Even when it's uncomfortable. Because integrity is viscerally attractive, but there's something even more magnetic than consistency. Number 4. His focus feels like safety, not pressure. You know that feeling when someone's looking at you, but you can tell they're really just looking for something, a reaction, a sign, an opening. That's not presence, that's performance. A lot of guys confuse attention with connection. They'll text constantly, show up everywhere, give compliments, but it all comes with this subtle pressure to reciprocate something we're not ready for. Female psychology works like a tuning fork. We don't just respond to your words, we feel the frequency you're vibrating on. If your attention comes with tension, we withdraw. I had a friend who remembered this tiny thing I mentioned, a type of pen I liked. A month later, he casually handed me one during a meeting. No big deal. No lingering. Just noticed and acted. My nervous system logged him as safe. Because focus without agenda is rare. And when we feel it, something inside us relaxes. When your attention makes her feel seen rather than watched, that's when walls start falling. But there's another behavior that triggers even deeper attraction. Number 5. He's unbothered by the test because he's not playing let me tell you something most men get wrong. We're not testing you. Not consciously. We're protecting ourselves with instincts deeper than language. When we start getting close, something primitive kicks in. That snappy comment? That weird silence? That pushback when you get too close too soon? It's our nervous system asking, can I trust this man with the parts of me I don't curate? Most guys respond like it's a challenge to win. They double down, over-explain, get offended, or mirror our distance. And just like that, we know we can't relax. I once picked a fight with someone I was dating because things were going too well and it scared me. He looked at me calmly and said, I get it. You're scared. I don't take it personally. He didn't play the game. He didn't chase or retreat. He just stood there, honest, calm, available. That's emotional leadership. When you don't collapse under our complexity, that's when we start falling. But there's something that creates even deeper safety. Number 6. He doesn't try to heal her. He honors her timing. You want to know what pushes women away faster than anything? A man trying to save her. And I know it sounds sweet, protective, noble. But when you try to heal a woman before she invites you in, you're not helping her. You're centering yourself. You're turning her pain into a project. We don't fall for the man who fixes us. We fall for the man who trusts that we'll heal in our own time and doesn't need to be the hero of our story. I was grieving something deep once, opened up just a little, needing to be heard. The guy jumped in with solutions. Have you tried this? Maybe you need to journal. I felt 2 inches tall. Trying to fix her is often disguised control. You're not doing it for her, you're doing it because her pain makes you uncomfortable. When you honor her timing instead of rushing her healing, that's when real intimacy begins. But there's another quality that melts our defenses. Number 7. He's playful without performing. There's this energy some men carry that's magnetic in an unexpected way. It's not loud or rehearsed. It's just ease. A man who doesn't take himself too seriously, who can tease without biting, flirt without pressure. There's a difference between humor that hides and humor that reveals. We can feel when your jokes are armor, when you're deflecting emotions with sarcasm. But when you're playful without performance, you give off something we rarely feel, emotional safety disguised as fun. I remember one guy, nothing flashy, but every conversation made me feel lighter. He'd say something ridiculous with a straight face, then grin like a 10-year-old. No edge, no ego, just play. Playfulness isn't about making us laugh. It's about making us feel safe to laugh with you, to exhale, to let our guard down. When we feel safe to be playful with you, we start falling in love with who we get to be around you. But there's one final trigger that seals the deal. Number 8. He knows when to pull back, and he does it with respect. Here's the ultimate test of your emotional maturity. When a woman starts to pull away, do you chase, push in, text more, try harder, or worse, punish her with silence? Every woman at some point pulls back. Not always because she's losing interest. Sometimes it's stress, fear, her nervous system recalibrating. How you handle her distance tells her everything about your depth. Trust isn't just about honesty, it's about emotional permission. There was a guy once Strong connection, but one day I felt off. Started replying slower. He simply texted, "Hey, I'm here when you're ready. No pressure at all." Then, nothing. No guilt, no passive-aggressive memes, just space, held kindly. Do you know how rare that is? When you honor her pullback without chasing or collapsing, you tell her, "I don't just want access to you. I want you to feel safe giving it." Being emotionally available doesn't mean always being present. It means knowing when to pause without punishing. And when she realizes you don't take her distance personally, that's when she feels close to you in a way chasing never could create. You think we fall for the way you look at us, the way you touch us, the way you say all the right things. But most of the time, we fall when we feel like we can finally stop holding our breath. Not because you gave us butterflies, but because around you, we finally felt like ourselves. Unedited, unfiltered, undeniably safe. That's not game. That's gravity. When a woman realizes she doesn't have to perform around you, when she can just be, that's when she falls hard, without even meaning to, without even realizing it's happening. If this opened your eyes to something you've been missing, smash that like button and subscribe for more psychology that actually works. And drop a comment. Tell me which of these 8 triggers surprised you the most.